Okay, so you know how it is these days. There's just this constant flood of information, right? Trying to stay on top of things professionally, stay relevant. It can feel like a full-time job in itself. And you want to connect, make an impact, but wow, the volume is just a lot. We all know LinkedIn, obviously. It's like the
Yeah.
foundation of our online professional lives. But it's really changed, hasn't it? It's not just that digital CV anymore. It's this super active hub for, building your brand, finding opportunities, sharing what you know. Massive platform. And then, boom, you've got generative AI, tools like ChatGPT from OpenAI. Everyone's talking about it, and for good reason. It's genuinely changing how we write, how we automate stuff, how efficient we can be. So the big question we're tackling today is, what happens when you bring these two powerhouses together? Like strategically integrating AI, especially ChatGPT, into how you use LinkedIn. And look, this isn't just some shiny new tech trend. We think it's a real shift, a paradigm shift, actually, in professional digital strategy, making LinkedIn work smarter for you. Our mission here really is to give you a practical guide.
We want to unpack some proven ways you can use ChatGPT to seriously upgrade your LinkedIn profile, create content that actually resonates, boost your productivity, and yeah, also touch on the important ethical stuff you need to think about. So let's get into it. First things first, that LinkedIn profiles, your personal brand headquarters online. We all think our profile is pretty good, right? But is it really optimized? Is it truly standing out? What if AI could be like your personal branding consultant, making sure every single part of it is pulling its weight?
Exactly. And what's really powerful here isn't just getting suggestions. It's about how AI can help you pinpoint your unique value. Articulate it in a way that connects with the right people. Take your headline, for example, or that critical about section. ChatGPT isn't just spitting out text. It's like a sophisticated keyword analyst behind the scenes. It can generate several different headlines, creative ones, keyword-rich ones that actually grab attention because they use the terms people are searching for. And for the about section, it helps structure that narrative. It guides you to highlight achievements with real data, concrete numbers, and importantly, it helps tailor the tone so it fits your industry. You sound authentic, but also authoritative. Then there's the work experience part. This is where it gets really good, I think. AI helps you turn those kind of bland job duties into measurable impact. So instead of just saying, responsible for social media.
Yeah, which could mean anything, really.
Right. ChatGPT helps you reframe it. Maybe something like, manage social media strategy, boosting engagement by 75% and growing our follower base by 200% in just 12 months. See the difference?
Huge difference. That's quantifiable. That actually means something.
Exactly. It's a measurable win. And it can even draft recommendations for colleagues, genuine sounding, specific ones. Saves you time, makes them impactful. Oh, and it's brilliant at suggesting relevant skills, the popular ones, the ones people are looking for in your field. Keeps your profile fresh and much more discoverable.
That really does feel like a step change in how we present ourselves professionally online. I mean, just think about the potential impact of that kind of precision, using data like that in your descriptions. Suddenly, maybe you're not just another profile in the search results. Maybe you're the one that pops. But let me ask this, is there a risk? If everyone starts using AI like this, could profiles end up sounding a bit, I don't know, robotic or maybe too similar? How do you keep that unique human element?
That's a really important question. And you're right to raise it. The goal isn't to sound like a machine or wrote your profile. Absolutely not. Think of AI as providing the structure, the optimized language, the keyword intelligence, but the stories, the specific examples, the personality that still has to come from you. It's like having a really smart editor and a great thesaurus. The core narrative, the personal flavor, that's all you. The AI just helps you package it effectively so it gets seen by the right people, both algorithms and humans.
Okay, that makes sense. It's an amplifier, not a replacement for your own voice. So beyond just polishing the profile, which is huge, the next big hurdle for a lot of us is content, right? Consistently putting out good stuff on LinkedIn. I know I've definitely suffered from blank page syndrome, just staring at that blinking cursor, trying to think of something insightful to say.
Yeah.
It's tough. How does AI help us get over that hump?
Ah, yes, the content challenge. This is probably where AI, specifically ChatGPT, can be an absolute game changer for many people. Consistently creating valuable content is what really builds authority and visibility on LinkedIn. And AI dramatically lowers the barrier to doing that. For starters, idea generation, it's fantastic for brainstorming. You can feed it industry trends, recent news, specific topics you care about, and it'll spit out angles, questions, potential post ideas, things you might not have thought of. It can even synthesize ideas across different fields, helping you find a unique perspective.
That kind of breaks that initial writer's block.
Exactly. It gets you started, and then it can actually create initial drafts. Drafts for posts, longer articles, even video scripts. But, and this is the crucial bit, you have to take that draft and make it your own. Edit it. Personalize it. Inject your own experiences, your unique voice, your opinions.
Right, it's a collaborator, not a ghostwriter.
Precisely. The human touch is what makes it authentic and valuable. And another cool thing is how it helps with diversifying formats. You might have one core idea, maybe from a blog post you wrote. AI can help you repurpose that into, say, a short, punchy LinkedIn post, or maybe a visually engaging carousel, or even points for a discussion like this one.
That's smart, reaching different people who prefer different formats.
Yeah, maximizing your reach. And then there's networking, the absolute core of LinkedIn. AI can draft personalized connection requests instead of that generic, hi, let's connect, which, let's be honest, often gets ignored.
CLT is charged.
Yeah, we've all done it. AI can help craft a message that mentions something specific, maybe an article they wrote, a shared connection, a common interest, or a reason why you want to connect. And there's good research behind this. Cialdini talked about it way back in '84. Personalization builds rapport, triggers reciprocity. It significantly boosts your chances of them actually accepting the connection, makes your outreach way more effective.
Okay, getting past the blank page. Personalizing outreach. It sounds incredibly useful. It empowers you to be more consistent, more impactful. But again, that little voice asks, is there a danger of becoming too reliant? Does it risk diluting your authentic voice if you're not super careful? Could those personalized connection messages start to feel, well, formulaic if everyone's using the same tool?
That's a very fair point, and it loops right back to that core principle. AI is your co-pilot, not the autopilot. If you just hit generate and send, then yes, absolutely, you risk sounding generic, even robotic. The magic is in the process. First, how you prompt the AI, giving it the right context about your voice, your goals, your audience. Second, and most importantly, the human review and editing. You're refining its suggestions, adding your specific insights, ensuring it truly sounds like you. For networking, it's about using AI to spot the opportunity for personalization, then taking its draft as a starting point and tweaking it, making it genuine. It's augmenting your effort, not replacing your critical thinking or personality.
Got it. That distinction feels really important. Co-pilot, not autopilot. Okay. Now let's shift gears slightly towards efficiency. We all have those tasks, right? The repetitive stuff that just seems to eat up time and mental energy. Can ChatGPT really function like a virtual assistant on LinkedIn, freeing us up?
Absolutely. And this is a huge benefit operational efficiency. Think about all the time spent on sort of routine communication or just trying to stay informed. ChatGPT can seriously cut down on that. For example, replying to comments on your posts. It can suggest polite, engaging responses, helping you foster that conversation and build community around your content. You still approve or tweak them, of course, but it saves you from agonizing over crafting every single reply from scratch.
Yeah, keeping those conversations going is important, but can be time-consuming.
Definitely. And then there's research and synthesis. This is incredibly valuable. Got a long industry report, a dense article, a sprawling LinkedIn discussion thread you need to catch up on. ChatGPT can summarize the key points for you in minutes. It helps you stay current much more efficiently.
Wow, okay. That alone sounds like a huge time saver.
It really is. And think about interview prep, whether you're the candidate or the recruiter. AI can generate potential interview questions tailored to a specific role. And for candidates, it can help you structure your answers using methods like STAR.
STAR, remind me.
Sure. It stands for Situation, Task, Action, Result. It's a really effective way to structure answers about your experience, focusing on specific examples and outcomes. AI can guide you through crafting those answers, making sure they're clear, concise, and impactful.
Huh. So you could almost do a mock interview with the AI before the real thing. That's kind of brilliant, actually. But seriously, the bigger picture here is that it's not just about saving minutes here and there. It's about reclaiming your mental bandwidth, right? Freeing you up from the busy work to focus on the stuff that requires deeper thought strategy, innovation, building real relationships, focusing on what actually moves the needle. Now, I know some listeners might be thinking, okay, this sounds cool, maybe too cool. Is this just anecdotal, or is there real evidence this stuff works? And the answer is yes, there definitely is. Let's look at some of the data.
Yes, absolutely. While ChatGPT specifically on LinkedIn is relatively new, the underlying principles are well supported. There was a big McKinsey study in 2023, The State of AI, and it confirms something really relevant here. It found that marketing and sales functions see some of the biggest benefits from AI. especially in areas like personalization, content creation, customer service, essentially the core activities you perform when building your professional brand on LinkedIn. The efficiency gains they documented are significant.
So the principles apply directly.
Exactly. And we mentioned Cialdini's work on persuasion earlier. That research from decades ago shows why personalized outreach isn't just polite, it's psychologically effective. It builds rapport, increases reciprocity. AI helps you apply that proven principle at scale. And finally, just look at LinkedIn's own data. LinkedIn Learning Reports consistently show that regular, valuable content is the #1 driver of organic growth and establishing authority on the platform. What stops most people? Usually lack of time or resources. AI directly tackles that bottleneck, making a consistent, high-quality content strategy much more feasible for, well, pretty much everyone.
Okay, so this isn't just smoke and mirrors or the latest tech fad. There's solid research, established psychological principles, and platform data that all point to the real tangible value here. It's about using cutting-edge tools to leverage proven strategies more effectively. Gives you a genuine edge. But, and there's always a but with powerful tech, we absolutely need to talk about the responsible side of this, the ethics, the limitations. It's not all just upside, is it?
No, definitely not. And it's crucial we have this part of the conversation. How do we use this power responsibly? There are real risks we need to manage with care and transparency. A major one is authenticity, like we touched on before, that unique human voice. If you just rely on raw AI output without heavy personalization, your content can easily sound generic. And audiences, especially on LinkedIn, crave authenticity. They want your perspective, your experiences. So it bears repeating. ChatGPT is a collaborator, a powerful one, but it's not a replacement for your judgment, your voice, your lived experience. That human element is irreplaceable.
So vigilance is key there. Don't let the tool override your personality.
Precisely. Then there's the accuracy issue. LLMs, these large language models, can sometimes, well, they can make things up. They can hallucinate facts, figures, dates. It is absolutely critical, imperative, really, that you fact check everything AI generates before you publish it. Your professional credibility is on the line. It takes ages to build and seconds to destroy. Verification is non-negotiable.
Right. Trust but verify, especially with stats or claims.
Absolutely. Then you have the transparency debate. Should you disclose when AI helped you create content? There's no single answer, I think. For purely factual, informative stuff, maybe it's less critical. But for opinion pieces, personal reflections, maybe sharing your AI use can actually build trust. It's an evolving ethical question.
Interesting point. Being upfront about it.
And finally, there's the potential problem of oversaturation. If it becomes super easy for everyone to churn out content using AI, LinkedIn could get flooded, well, mediocre or similar sounding stuff. This could actually devalue the platform over time, which means that genuine quality, unique insights, and truly differentiated perspectives will become even more valuable. Standing out will require more than just volume.
That's a really critical point. It raises the bar in a way. So the challenge becomes, how do we leverage this amazing efficiency without losing ourselves, without compromising our integrity, and without contributing to just more noise? It really highlights the need for that human judgment layer. Okay, let's try and pull this all together. Some key takeaways from our discussion and maybe a peek at the challenges ahead. So takeaway number 1, this integration is genuinely transformative, but ChatGPT's real power comes when you use it as a co-pilot. It amplifies your capabilities. It doesn't replace them. Editing, personalizing, adding your unique experience, absolutely essential. Couldn't agree more. Second, learning to use these tools well and ethically gives you a clear competitive advantage. In terms of visibility, efficiency, engagement, those who master this will pull ahead. Third, consistent content creation isn't really optional anymore for building a strong professional brand. AI dramatically lowers the barrier, making it sustainable for more people. And fourth, we're seeing the rise of a new crucial skill, let's call it AI literacy. Knowing how to prompt effectively, how to critically evaluate the output, how to edit smartly, that's becoming a real superpower.
Absolutely. And looking forward, there are definitely some significant challenges on the horizon for users and for LinkedIn itself. One big question is detection and regulation. How will platforms like LinkedIn spot and manage mass-generated AI content to stop spam, prevent misinformation? We'll likely see advancements in detection tools, maybe even policies around labeling AI-assisted content.
Yeah, that seems inevitable.
Another interesting challenge is how our perception of authenticity evolves. As AI gets better and more widespread, maybe authenticity won't mean zero AI involvement. Maybe it'll be judged by the quality of the human insight and judgment layered on top of the AI. Your unique experiences, your reasoned opinions, your personal stories, those become even more valuable because they're the things AI fundamentally can't replicate.
The truly human element becomes the premium.
Exactly. There's also the risk of a widening digital divide, a gap between those who have access to these tools and know how to use them effectively and those who don't. That could happen at both the individual and organizational level. And finally, a big tech challenge. How do you seamlessly integrate these AI capabilities natively within the LinkedIn platform itself, making them easy to access and genuinely useful for everyone, not just the tech-savvy early adopters? That's a huge user experience puzzle to solve.
So wrapping this up, it's clear the combination of LinkedIn and AI tools like ChatGPT is fundamentally reshaping professional communication. It's happening now. Embracing this technology, but doing it thoughtfully, critically, with a commitment to quality and ethics, it's not really optional anymore if you want to stay relevant. It's becoming a necessity. So here's a final thought to leave you with. As AI helps us all become better, more strategic communicators, crafting these polished professional narratives, how will you make sure that your unique voice, your genuine experience, your critical thinking, how will you ensure that remains the clearest signal? In a world filled with AI assistants, what will truly make you stand out? Something to definitely mull over.